Hello, Gary Champion, Psychic Medium. This one video is about something that I know someone who lost their father recently, and he wasn't a good guy. And he passed a couple of days ago, and people keep telling her that we choose our parents. Uh, Therefore, you did this. It's basically what they're saying. Whether they're saying it out loud or not, that's what it implies. You chose these parents. Um, it's untrue. We don't choose our parents. It's happenstance. Sorry, there's no big plan here. Um, Spirits don't get to choose who their parents are. It's wherever conception occurs, the spirit goes in, and if you happen to be there, it's your turn. It's not some big queue or line, but there's no. At least that's what I'm getting. There's no preordained. See, that's too clever. It's like some medieval torture device. We'll let you pick your parents, and when they're crappy, then other people can blame you for the way your life turned out. Or you're supposed to blame yourself for the way your life turned out. Either way, it's not true. Um, why does that make any sense? I'll tell you why it makes sense. Why everybody believes it. Somebody wrote a book about it. It's ego. It's your ego. We're in control. We're in control here. We're in control in our life. Then we die. We're in control of that. And then we pick our parents the next time. We're in control of that too. No, you're not. You don't pick your time of dying. Just just whenever your body gives up. This is a vessel to carry the spirit around with. I mean, it's like my Whataburger cup with my coffee. This is good for carrying coffee in. When the coffee leaves, the cup's pretty much worthless, has no purpose. So we burn it or stick it in the ground. That's what we do with our bodies. And the Vikings would put you in a boat and set it fire and ship you out into sea. They didn't want to mess with burying you. They just burned you to death. But it's ego. Our egos are so strong that they overcome every spiritual thought that we have. And I think I've stated many, many times the key to being a medium or instinctive, it always occurs when you let go. It doesn't happen when you're controlling things. And I've heard people say, oh, I'm going to go meditate. I'm going to focus and meditate. You can't meditate focusing. Can't do it. If you say you're doing it, you're not meditating. I don't know what you're doing. You're laying there gritting your teeth. I'm going to get. No, it doesn't work like that. Meditation means you let go of everything. I mean everything. There's no thought happening during a meditation. Very little, because the brain's inactive. The brain doesn't really work. And they put electrodes on the brain and induce meditation, and the brain barely works at that low state of. And deep meditation requires the brain don't work. So for those of you who've been kicking yourself because you had crappy parents and now they're dead and you're blaming yourself, get over it. You didn't pick them. It's happenstance. There's no design. The same when you come back. You can. The interesting thing is, you do have some choice in where you're going to come back, but you don't pick your parents. Otherwise, people wouldn't be picking parents that have genetic damage, giving them birth defects, right? If we're all that all-knowing and in control, we would see our parents. Oh, they've got this. They did too many drugs in the 60s, so I don't want them as parents. I'll pick these nice, clean people over here that shower 4 times a day and never eat anything except unless it's organic or whatever. No, we wouldn't pick drug addicts for parents or alcoholics for parents or child molesters for parents. That makes no sense. Makes no sense. So we don't choose who our parents are. It's a lie. Whoever made that up didn't know what they were talking about. And because so many parents are bad parents, why would you pick these people? And when you're on the other side, you do tend to know a lot of things you don't know here. You would know what their character was before you picked them. As a spirit, you should be able to spot these things, which is why spirits help me all the time. I'm not capable of doing a lot of things, so they intervene. They tell me, do this, do that. And it's tiny stuff all day long. My life is filled with it all day long. I give you a tiny example. I went out to eat with my wife the other day, and they have self-serve drinks there, so you can get whatever Coke you want. And I filled my cup up, my huge cup, and began drinking it. And real quickly, someone said, "That's real Coke." And I can't drink real Coke. I can't have sugar. So I poured it out, and I checked my blood sugar, and it was through the roof. It was insanely high. I didn't know it. I trusted that they plugged the right thing into the right thing, and that was Coke Zero or whatever it was. But it wasn't. It was real Coke. They had run out of that one. They just plugged it out. No one will know the difference because they don't think about diabetics. Then there's not, I guess there's a huge number of diabetics, but not enough that a kid would know. He hasn't thought about it. So I got this, I'm just take a sip and they say, "That's real Coke." And I said, what is that? That's real Coke. And took it to the bathroom and dumped it out, or went up to the thing and dumped it out, and then took my blood sugar, and it was insanely high, like 30 minutes later. So they were right. What I usually do is hand that cup to my wife and say, "Is that real Coke?" And she can taste the difference. I can't. I've drunk diet drinks or no sugar drinks most of my life, so I can't tell the difference. It mimics pretty well on me, but she can tell immediately. And she agreed. She said, "That's real Coke." So had I continued to drink it, it could have been bad. So they protect me from other people. They also protect me from myself. That's interesting. And I did something, I made a statement about protect me from the things I want. And maybe that's an example. I don't secretly crave sugar, but I like pie. Anyway, a lot of things that happen to us in the positive end of it are just simply someone whispering in our ear, "That's real Coke." And I reacted real quickly and tested my blood sugar. Took care of it. Most diabetics are able to take care of things like that. So, yeah, those of you who are diabetics, learn to tell the difference. I couldn't tell. I've got my wife. She's my taste tester. And had I asked her to test it, she would have said, "That's real Coke." But I had to be told by a guide or a spirit, and they never told me their name. They just whispered that and were gone. It's probably my mother. She didn't say, whoever it was. Could have been a guy too. I have no clue. But your life can be saved over and over and over again just by listening. But we don't pick our parents. It doesn't make any sense, does it? And they'll say, "Yeah, but maybe these are lessons you need to learn. You need to have drug addict parents so you can learn the lessons of forgiveness or something, or how to struggle, or how to survive in a bad environment." Or these aren't life skills you need. You would pick bad parents that are drug addicts who maybe have caused a deformity in you because their genetics are not right, because you need to suffer. That's just silly. Then a lot of things are silly that we believe, and they're not true at all. This is just one of them. So we don't pick our parents. And number two, if you listen a lot, the other side can save your life. Mm. So listen. We get this all the time. People I talk to, well, I knew I shouldn't go there. And they don't go and the building blew up or something caught on fire or a tree crashed through the building. People, this happens to people all the time. They say, I don't feel like I should go. Listen to that voice. If you do anything, listen to that voice that says, I shouldn't be there. Something's telling me I shouldn't be there. Don't go. Don't let your ego say, I know better. I know that I don't know better. I know that without some kind of guidance, I'd have been gone a long time ago. I wouldn't live this long. So, end of story. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.